Hello everyone and welcome to another video on this channel. It is 2026 and we are trying to, or I'm trying to, make more content again. I slept a bit off on the end of the year and I'm trying to get back up to speed. So I am working on a new story set. Obviously nothing YouTube friendly, or well, obviously it is nothing YouTube friendly, but I'm still gonna show you a part of this. Also, I'm gonna make a video about making this because I want to show a few tricks that I use on making how I make picture stories in DAS and what you can do, and a few tips and tricks that you should like look out for in DAS if you're doing something similar. For this particular scene, I wanted a like a dungeon floor, like a smaller dungeon room. So I made another one. Main part of this will be in the normal dungeon room that I already made in the big room. But yeah, for this one, as you can see, I needed specifically, I wanted to make a kind of a slanted floor with non-regular floor tiles. And yeah, my technique for that is I subdivided the floor and the walls specifically into a grid. I angled the lines dividing the wall and the floor so that the parts are not all the same size. And then I basically just grabbed the pieces or the wall parts. I pushed them, or I extruded them a bit. So this gets a nice three-dimensional vibe, and then I'm subdividing them again so that the whole form is more constant and then just it keeps in shape better. This is basically really just to make sure that the whole thing yeah, keeps its shape and it is not breaking. Since I had some distance between the ceiling and the floor, I was able to like make this put them together better, so we have this so we don't have a gap between these parts, and it looks like these stones are directly connected. And then I learned I remembered I wanted to have a door in this, and I forgot to make the door before, so I'm just cutting out some parts and copy pasting this. Originally I wanted this to be just one single piece, but I've basically forgot to make this entrance because I was so in the making of the floor and the ceiling that I just forgot to make the whole cut and extrusion. So I did this right here, and I also already added the materials, so I didn't want to change that and have to redo it. And yeah, I basically just copy pasted the second part and tacked it on. And then, to make sure that the whole thing isn't looking too weird, I decided I'm gonna close this, basically close this off with a piece of wall, so that I have like a back to this, that this one actually looks like it's closed off. The second one is basically just there if I need to connect this to anything else, and so that the light that goes in from the side is correct. Yeah, then since this is a relatively empty room, I wanted to make sure there's like a bit more detail to this. I didn't want to overload the room, but I wanted to have some semblance of detail. So what I did is I made this arc into the room that is basically yeah, set on the parts where the ceiling comes down. I wanted this kind of not sure if it's Gothic or Romantic ceiling. Yeah, this kind of dungeon. And yeah, basically I just made this this arc, I copy pasted it, and then I also filled it in on the doorway. So you can see that in the render on the side, and you will see it in the render at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna give everything a material for now, so we can actually see what we're working on. I can actually see where clipping is happening, because I don't want that. The only thing that this has, the only issue I have with this, is that I have to be like, this is relatively small space, so I don't have a lot of space for the camera, which means it is either a very, very close up picture, or I basically just have the angle to look into the room, or for example through the door, see what's happening outside the door. But you will see how I work with that, how I work with the camera in the next video, or the second next video. I do have a small commission in between that I want to do. There's another creature in the making, basically, which I will make for someone. And once that, either I will start with this set before, or I will make I will work starting on the set, or will make the creature first. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, back to this. I wanted some more detail, especially how do I do lights. This is also something I will show in the video. I had a friend give me some pointers to how to do light. But in dungeon you usually just have like torches, so I made a I think it's called sconce in English. I would have to look that up. But a thing that holds the torch, basically. So this is the let me check if it's sconce. Yeah, this is the sconce. I'm putting the torch in there, and the torch is nothing great. You can see this in the picture. It is there. It gives light. So in the final render, if you jump to the very end, you can see that it it looks good. It looks fine. It doesn't give that much light, so I have to be very careful how I do the whole how I have to set up the whole light. And light in DAS is a whole other thing that I will talk in length about when I show you how I make the stories. That might actually be a live stream, because then I can talk in real time, and I think this is a thing that deserves more time. So yeah, the fire in the torch is really nothing more than a sphere that I like changed forms and copy pasted, so I have two of them, so it looks a bit more random. Basically both of these get a material, and then I basically get emissive materials or emissive textures, so they shine light. And they do enough light to be in the scene, but I still added some lights later on. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I copy pasted the sconce a few times onto this wall, trying to make this work with the shape of the wall. So the first 4 are actually on a single piece of wall, on a single stone. And for the other ones, I'm basically just trying as good as I can, but 2 of them had to cross these stones, which is okay. But yeah, that's the thing. The second room doesn't have any lights because it doesn't need any. But yeah, that's it for this video. Enjoy the render, and I will see you guys around.